It's William here, tinting this window today. It's the one that I had to take off for when I had the temporary permits on, and I've never gotten around to putting window tint back on it. So it's going to look like this one in the end. We'll have some tinting to it. You can see through nicely on the one side, but you can't really see through on this side. Whereas this one, you can see through really easily, and when you close it, you can still see through really easily. So I'm going to have this tint. I already cut it down to size. Once you cut it down to size, you need some water and soap, and so very little soap. You spray your window really thoroughly with the soap and water mix. And then you use the plastic card of any type. It could be any scraper. I'm using my Save On More card, and I'll put it up and on and get it all nicely put on. But you got to make sure you clean your windows thoroughly first. I used some Windex and some paper towels and cleaned it thoroughly a couple times, and then I cleaned it really good with just my soap and water, and that way it gets rid of any of the ammonia or any of the chemicals that are left on the window from when you clean it with the ammonia, and then it will stick a lot easier. So yeah, it's just a simple little thing though. You cut it down to size, and then there's a piece of plastic that goes to it, and you can see it's right there, and I always try cutting it so that I can see the little plastic, and then you peel that off, and once you peel that off, you have this window already pre-soaked, and then you just stick it on. I'd show you how to do that part, but I can't hold the cell phone and do that at the same time, so actually I shall do this. I'll soak down the window. And I mean, you want to soak it down, because you're going to take a minute or two to get this off. So I'm going to do this and hold on the phone, or drop the phone. Okay, you get the cellophane somewhat off. Get the cellophane somewhat off like that, and then you stick it up to the window. I can't hold on to this and do that at the same time, so let's see if I can. You want it up there, and then just slowly peel it back with one hand holding the stuff. See, it's like that, and then you just peel this back and back down on there. And then before you even use this, you got to position it. Make sure it's not like that, where it's over and under down here. So just kind of shove it down. And sounds like I need more soap behind there. So I shall soap it, and then I shall scrape it down. Now see, my cutting isn't that perfect. I was a little bit winded, and the wind kept grabbing it and pulling it, but now you just take this card, and you always start from the center, and you work your way on out, and just push all this up and out, and eventually from the other side, oops, and you try not to do that. I just ripped the window tint, son of a bitch, and it's the last of the stuff, so oh well, it'll go with the rest of the ugly looking tint in this thing that has been cracking and peeling and bubbling. And it looks like there's some dirt or something that got onto my window while I was not paying attention, because it's getting a little bubbly in there. But it's just a temporary permanent thing. It's something that I'm just doing to make it look a little better. And then from this side, it makes it look a little better. You can see this big bubble right here. I don't know if you can in the camera, but I still haven't gotten that part. So RV life, guys, doing window tint isn't all that hard. It's just you got to cut it down to size before you do this part. You want to make sure you clean your windows thoroughly, and then when you do it, you want to do it with just a little wee bit of soap and water, and and take your time. It'll come out. There's stuff like this that it's a factory thing on the other side of my window. It's kind of foobarred. There's a whole bunch of little spots in my window that were all kind of foobarred and from when I got this thing. So I'm not going to be able to get it perfect, but spend a little bit of time. You can get it somewhat decent. And that's about all you have to do, is keep on pushing it down, keep on pushing it down. And then in the end, take a little bit of napkin, go around the edge, slap up some of your moisture, and it shall help you get rid of the last of your bubbles around the edge. But that's all it takes, is just a little bit of time and a little bit of effort, and you get a window that's tinted. Keep on rocking in the free world, guys.